T-Mill, come out and play.
Play it loud.
We're changing the status quo one voice at a time through music, edutainment, children, and awareness. We're progressing and preserving the culture through real conversations with people who've had real success. Multicultural artists and musicians, models, entrepreneurs, innovators, and activists. This is Paradox East, and you are in tune with T-Mill. Powered by the MaitlandConservatory.org.
Thank you for listening to In Tune with T-Mill.
Oh yeah, party people.
Oh yeah.
We are back in tune with T-Mill. The crew is here. If only you could have been here for the conversation before the show got started. The pre-show. Woo!
That show was for 25 and over.
That show might be for 40 and over.
35 and older.
35. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's for the In Tune with T-Mill OnlyFans page. So if you missed out on it, just inbox me and I will send you the link for $49.95.
Hey, man, got to pay these bills somehow, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you will now be encouraged and entertained. Nothing will change until you change something. We are here to change the status quo one more time. And, of course, I've got my crew in the building with me, Marcus Sims and JQ, on this happy hour episode of In Tune with T-Mill. Yes, indeed. So how's everyone doing? JQ, how you doing?
Oh, baby. I'm in there like swim well. I'm feeling fantabular-nastic.
Fantabular-nastic. All right. Yeah. You back 2 weeks in a row. Like, we good.
Hey, you know what I'm doing? I'm trying to be like you when I grow up in 2025, and I'm trying to do it. You feel me? Like all the way, 100% do it and be on it and all of that.
All of that. Gang. All right. Now, Marcus Sims in the building. What's happening, Marcus, on the hill?
T-Mill, it's another show. It's still winter. I'm kind of disappointed. My calendar keeps telling me it's winter. I can't wait for that groundhog to see its big head or something. Let's get past these winter months. But you know what? It's great to be here with you guys once again for this platform, the most powerful podcast in the Tennessee Valley, North Alabama, Southern Tennessee, even through Wakanda. I'm here for it. Big things pop in 2025. For In Tune with T-Mill.
Let's go.
Right.
Rewind. Yes. So, Marcus, listen, check this out, man. On this year, 2025, is it just me? Or is this like, and I know this is not politically correct or it's not the right way to say it, but this seems like the longest winter ever. And I know it's supposed to be the coldest, I guess. Technically, it's not the longest winter because winter's not over yet. But we ain't never had no winter like this in a long time. We've had an ice storm. We had the snow. And now we got snow coming on, they're saying Friday, I think. We're supposed to be getting more snow. Is it just, yeah.
Oh my God.
See, JQ don't know these things because she be on flights all the time. Where'd you just get back from, Nam?
I'm still here. I'm still in California. We still namming, baby. Tonight's the last night.
See what I'm saying? Look, goodness gracious, man. Like,
well, JQ can stay out there because it's so crazy, man. It's like if you were South Alabama, around the Florida area, you were dealing with some snow. Now they say it may come back. That means by Tuesday or Wednesday, I might have to go around and buy up all the bread and the milk and the eggs for some unknown reason. I will say this though, Mayor Tommy Tuberville, not Tommy Battle. That's a whole nother Tommy.
Don't make that man no mayor.
Right.
Oh,
That's a whole nother topic. But let me thank you for the last time for you and the city officials realizing that we needed some trucks out on the streets to get the ice and the snow up. Let's hope that if it comes again, they're just as on top of it, because I appreciated being stuck in the house for a day and a half, not 8 days like last year, you know.
Yeah. I think
well,
they were
Marcus,
prepared.
you know, a big part of that, and I would like to think, and they've got registration open now for the Civic Engagement Academy. And last year, the Civic Engagement Academy, it's 8 weeks, and you meet with you learn about how the city government works, different parts of the city government, different factions of the city government, from the environmental side to the electrical side, to the streets, to the money, to the city hall, to the city council, to the fire department, police department. You learn about all the ins and outs of the city government. And everybody could talk about every week. They only wanted to talk about the ice storm. They could not wait to talk to the Department of Transportation and the folks behind that. And so I think the response and the plan that they came up with, you know, learning from last year, they were on top of it, on the side of it, under it, over it, behind it. They were like, nope, we don't want that smoke this year. We're going to make sure we good. They was putting salt on the street, pepper, jalapenos. They were putting everything down to make sure that we don't want nothing. They had slime out there. They had spikes out in the street. They had everything to make sure that we ain't nothing. Elmer's glue made $1 billion.
Do not have slime, people. Don't.
Listen, I don't know what they had, but shout out to them for doing that, because it was just so crazy. Because I was just thinking, like, it was way too long. You know, you want to call yourself the top city in Alabama, all the great stuff, all the technology that we have, but an ice storm that had it been in any other area, it would not have knocked the city out for 8 days. So shout out to everyone that put pressure on the city officials. Shout out to everyone who worked on the crew to get it done and all that, and actually were driving the trucks and all, because like I said, I was glad I was stuck inside for a day and a half. 8 days is too long. I get claustrophobic. Then I start planning my takeover of the world when I'm alone for 8 days.
JQ, well, besides JQ, was you even in the country when this happened last year? I think you was on a flight.
No, I got stuck inside. They canceled my flight. They canceled the whole gig and everything, and I got stuck. I was actually very, very happy about my whole 8 days, Marcus. So I was mad that it took that long for the city to, you know, get us safe and get us heat, electricity. But I was super excited not to have to catch a flight, just to be chilling and playing in the snow. So I really appreciated this last day and a half. I was not stuck this time. I was actually supposed to be home on Friday. And when I woke, I came home early because my mom, CNN Junior, she was like, you gotta get home. Listen, I don't even have to watch the news. Just call mom, and she'll let me know everything that's going on. And so, yeah, I was excited about it. I don't care what you say, Marcus. 8 days, 2 days, 1 hour. I will take it.
We are polar opposites.
Junior.
Let it snow.
We are polar opposites. I'm ready for a spring. Bring it on. Bring it on. No, it can be cold, no snow. It can be 20 degrees, no snow.
No, I like that part. I'd rather be cold versus inclement weather.
Right, because you know, and I always think about this. This shows you the humanitarian that I am on the show that you two aren't. I'm thinking about the homeless as well.
So let's talk about Let's talk about the conversation at hand, what everybody's worrying about right now. The Bills and the Chiefs. Who is going to the Super Bowl? We know that Philly's going, so the Eagles pulled off a win earlier tonight. Yep. So they're going. But I'm here to tell y'all something you already know.
What?
They ain't gonna let the Chiefs lose. I can guarantee you that.
Whatever.
They is not gonna let the Chiefs lose. There's no way they're gonna miss out on that opportunity again. They want Taylor. They are not gonna let them Chiefs lose. What?
Well, I don't know.
You know what? They're both great teams.
I was going to say they're both really
they're both great teams, and I think the Bills maybe this isn't the best Buffalo Bills team that they've had the past few years. So
I didn't say they weren't a great team.
Huh?
I didn't say they weren't a great team.
But I'm just between the two. If I don't know, like I like Josh Allen, MVP type year that he had for Buffalo, but I got a lot of family in the Kansas City area, so by default, it's like, you know, I don't know. I'm here for either one. I think it's going to be a great Super Bowl party. I'm already looking forward to T. Mills' deep fried rotel dip that he's going to have.
No, not the deep fried rotel dip.
Yeah, what he does is he puts in a cup of cornmeal and he just drops it in his Fry Daddy
with a little bit of vegan oxtail.
Now, I will say this, T. Mill, make sure you clean out that Fry Daddy. You got to clean it out more than once a year, bro.
Well, I cleaned it out twice because I made some vegan chitlins, and so we had to. Yeah,
but it probably would have tasted better if you would have left all the junk in there.
All the juice, leave all the juice and the grease and all the flavor on the side.
All the chitlins and all that, and put the vegan inside of that so it has some flavor.
Hey, JQ got a skillet she ain't washed since 1983. That skillet got all the juice.
I don't never clean my skillet. What you talking about? That's all the seasonings up in it. That's all the seasonings. That's what my grandma used to say. Baby, don't wash that. That's got seasonings. Just wash it out. I mean, just wipe it out.
That ain't mold. That's baking powder.
Right. Right. You won't get no Ebola from that. Just go ahead and drop it in there.
Just drop it in, baby. Shoot, I'm still kicking.
My God.
And I know my grandma. I ain't never seen her clean that pot. Never.
Oh man. Well, also today. So let me ask y'all this. This whole thing with have y'all heard what's going on with the Trash Panda Stadium?
No, what's going on?
So they're proposing, the MLB came in and said that, hey, if you're a MLB affiliated team, you have to have certain accommodations in your stadium. You have to have certain amenities, and we need you guys to upgrade or we're shutting you down to the tune of $25 million.
Whoa.
That if they don't meet these requirements, then they're going to shut down the Trash Panda Stadium. And so now the city of Madison said, hey, people of Madison and citizens, how are y'all going to pay for this $25 million upgrade? And they did say y'all because it's like they want the people of Madison to pay for this thing. And they've come up with a few different, ways and scenarios and whatnot. But, folks is like, hey, man, we ain't got nothing to do with that. So you got some people in Madison that's cool with it that, are like, hey, if we have to pay an extra fee, if taxes go up, if we have to do, whatever road
What amenities do they have to meet?
That's what I'm
What
wondering.
amenities do they still have segregated water fountains? What?
Is it a special hot dog stand or something?
Oh, so let's see. I'm glad you asked.
Because that's just crazy. I mean, now have the numbers not been good? Also, like, I haven't been hearing that they've been doing 20,000 a game or nothing either. I mean,
I'm saying, like, what? Do they need a specialty VIP box? They don't have a glass. What's the deal? What are the amenities? I can imagine what you need, a duvet in the bathroom or something.
So it's that would be cool. So they've got 25 million. Now they're talking about extra, what do you call them? Locker rooms for the female umpires. They're talking about additional parking because they still haven't paved that parking lot.
Yeah.
So they got to pave the parking lot. Also, probably a parking deck that they've got to put in there as well. And just a few more upgrades that they want to put in there.
$25 for a parking deck. Good God. What kind of that parking deck better park me, go get me, bring me back, and wash my car while it's sitting there.
So there would be a permanent building to house the female staff and the umpires for about $2 million. And then there's going to be a 4-story, 33,000 square foot building next to the stadium with expanded parking space. And there will be an event space where you can have different events and more seating. Still don't see nothing that adds up to 25 million.
Okay, I'm understanding.
So they're talking about doing a lodging tax. also around some of the different hotels and things like that. But I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
This sounds
I'm not
crazy.
doing it. They already got too many taxes. You drive across Huntsville and you get into the Madison, and then all of a sudden your receipt has 8 extra lines whenever you buy anything. I'm feeling like when I'm in Madison, it's like I'm in California or I'm down in Miami, Florida. A sit down tax, a talk to the bartender tax, a park around the corner and let me drop you off in the front of the building tax. And if an Uber has to come pick you up, tax on that tax, not to include salt and pepper tax. Damn.
Yeah, y'all gonna start paying $45 for them cans of liquid death pretty soon, huh?
Damn. Tax this, tax that. Why do we, the people, always have to pay for the people who invested and brought stuff to keep it? What is the deal?
That is wild. And
you know what? All those people that wanted a baseball team anyway, they should be the ones paying quadruple, because who the heck said, boy, we need another baseball team here?
You know what they should have did? Everybody who subscribed and checked, yes, I want to know more. Yes, I want to learn more. And yes, I want to be a part of it. They need to get all those people together and split it up by however many of those people are, and then let those people pay for it. The people who opted out at the end of their subscription because the only reason they subscribed anyway was to get a ticket, they should let the people who really want to be there, they did all the check marks, they open up all the emails. Those are the people who should be paying for it.
So they said that it's going to be it's only 3 of the current hotels, and these are the hotels pretty much in town Madison. So it sounds like they're going to push all this just to the town Madison area. So if you're staying at the Avid Hotel, the Home 2 Suites, which has got great breakfast, they ain't paying me, by the way, and the Hilton Garden Inn, if you're staying there, they're going to tax you about 9% plus $2 per room. Yep. So when your room costs $1,000 a night for one bedroom, for one bed for $1,000, yeah. But people are paying that. People are paying for, $800 a night to come stay in Huntsville, the number one city in America, in the U.S. Like $800 a night to go sleep on a bed.
It's only 5 people doing that, Tim. Don't chalk it up like it's a whole bunch of them. It's only 5 people because it's only 5 rooms at $800.
And there's only one person I know that can afford those type of rates. It was the gentleman that we mentioned earlier, our good friend and your good friend, sir.
No.
Oh, I can't say that. I'm being censored. Okay, but he's the only person I know that could really afford those rates. Like, that's crazy. But honestly, that's probably when you wonder, was the process rushed? Because when I heard that story, I really didn't have any feelings because I'm not a baseball fan to keep it 100. So it's not like I've been, maybe I would and maybe I wouldn't go out there 2-1. I probably would leave midway during the game or whatever. It
depends on the weather. It depends on the weather. If it's a nice 72 degrees and it's a good crowd and it's good weather, you'll enjoy it. Like, again, they've got some good music, good hot dogs. Like, it's a lot of stuff to do. Like, you'll enjoy it. And just like, yeah, it is. And it's just time to spend with your friends. If you're taking a group of friends out, or even I know a lot of business or companies go out to do, a company day out or just business meetings and just hang out with some folks. It's a nice stadium. Like, it's, cool to hang out, great food, great drinks, but I don't know, to the tune of $28 million, I'd rather y'all do something with Highway 72 and make it a highway again instead of a parking lot.
Facts.
Look, it would be nice or something, yeah, that would be great, but sorry, Madison.
Yep,
So,
sorry, Madison.
In Tune with T-Mill. Again, this is the podcast episode we're going to call Happy Hour, and we're also gearing up for an episode coming up pretty soon with our guests. The neighbors are going to be joining us on the show pretty soon, coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that in a couple weeks. Also, make sure you visit us on YouTube. Let me see if I can pull up our YouTube page.
Pull it up, baby. Pull it up.
because I want y'all to see what's happening over here on YouTube. Dun, 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 dun. So y'all can see some of the new things that's going on over here. New things popping. Boom, 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 boom.
So if you're watching live right now, it's currently Kansas City 99, Buffalo 4.
Oh, sheesh. I told y'all they weren't going to let them lose. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Every book in the city hates me.
Make sure if you're listening and you're checking
the current score in real time, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow.
Kansas is 14. Okay. Okay. And the Bills have 10. That's in the second quarter with 2 minutes left. Okay.
That's a good game right there.
So I was off by a few decibels.
That's a pretty good game. Okay. Like I like a game that's close like
Kansas City got a touchdown in the first quarter, and then they both have gotten a touchdown in the second quarter. So stay up, Chiefs. Stay up.
All right.
I was off by a few decibels. I'm sorry.
Oh, brother. You were just a few off. Just a few. Not many, though. You know what? Not many at all.
Thank you.
So I wanted y'all to check out our Facebook page. I'm sorry, our YouTube page. And so we got In Tune with T-Mill on YouTube. Got a whole lot going on over there. Great brand, some episodes updated. Hard drive crashed, but it was coming back. And we've got a couple episodes from Gypsy Soul. Also an episode with the folks from A Guide to Poor Parenting. The Lyric Diary from Gypsy Soul. Ooh. That you can check out over there. And again, just learning about her journey, her tour, her being on tour with Boss and Dreamville and those folks. And then over at Paradox East Radio, a whole lot of stuff that's going on over there. So shout out, if I can spell it, to the folks putting that together over there and making sure that we got, updated videos, making sure that you guys are getting everything that you want. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube to In Tune with T-Mill and Paradox East. But big shout out to everyone that pulled up for the podcast Blitz. So we were running a special for doing your podcast for a really nice price. And few folks came through and put their podcast together. So we started out with sparring with Callie Brooks, jumping off her podcast for the Brawl of the South at the Foxhole Lounge, and, transitioning into her career and getting into boxing commentary for the Brawl of the South that happened this past weekend. Shout out to Jalen Strong. Jalen Strong came home with the belt. Whoop, whoop. Don't want no smoke with either one of them. I don't want no smoke with the losers either, because I can't fight neither one of y'all. So shout out to Callie and the folks over at Crowned Promotions Entertainment. Also, Tish Hardrick and Associates launching her podcast, Lessons Learned, from the loft at Tish Hardrick and Associates. A couple of great guests talking about how to navigate entrepreneurship, talking about the lessons that they've learned in being entrepreneurs and how you can avoid some of those pitfalls, and just really candid conversations about business. And she's got a really great space. You guys should check her out over on South Parkway. Tish Hardrick and Associates, if you're looking for a meeting space, if you're looking for a place to just do some work, you want to rent out a nice cubicle or some internet situation, or you need a place to meet or a place to shoot a podcast, a place to have a party, Tish Hardrick and Associates, The Loft, check them out on South Parkway. Also, before I get away from the Foxhole Lounge, JQ and Marcus Sims, you all have to check out the Foxhole Lounge on Oakwood Avenue, right down the street from Alabama A&M, the great Alabama A&M, and right next to Club Envy. Foxhole Lounge is right next to Club Envy and the Copper Top Bar. The unique thing about Foxhole Lounge is it's locally owned and it is veteran owned and operated. The whole concept, when you walk into the Foxhole Lounge, each section of the Foxhole Lounge is dedicated to a different branch of the military. So you walk in the front, you've got the Army. The Army is the bar set up. And then over to the right is the Navy setup. They got a lounge area that is set up and decorated as the Navy. And then you go into another room, you've got the Coast Guard. You've got the Coast Guard. And then you got another room for the Marines that's decked out with the Marines. And the whole place is, again, dedicated and just decorated all over, giving tribute and giving love to our veterans and those that are serving in the military. But the food, oh my God. Frankie is in the kitchen, and I ain't ordering no food unless Frankie is in that kitchen. Frankie got cooking lessons from his great-great-great-grandmama. His great-great-grandmama came back, and I know she's watching over him and telling him what to do in that kitchen, because the food that comes out of that kitchen ain't like nothing else. I put that on everything. Frankie knows what he's doing in that kitchen. Great food, great atmosphere, great drinks, great cause. I'm seeing a lot of veterans having their birthdays there. I'm seeing a lot of folks pouring into the community and coming together there, and it just feels great being in that environment. So check out the Foxhole Lounge over off of Oakwood. And, of course, we got a couple videos, and got my son out here. You can check out some of his videos performing at the camp. He just dropped his second album, and we've got some videos up there. So we're going to be loading up a lot of things over on Paradox East Radio and also on In Tune with T-Mill. You're going to see a lot of videos that are updated, brand new, and a lot of things that we're doing as of late. So just wanted to show you guys that. And thank y'all again for being here with us this afternoon, this evening. JQ, anything you want to let the people know about before we get up out of here?
Yes, February is Heart Health Month, you guys. So make sure you take measures to look after your heart. Stay tuned and connected. Hopefully, maybe later part of February, we'll have a show. Each time we do the In Tune with T-Mill, we'll be sharing a few wellness information as it pertains to heart health. And that's it. I'll see y'all up in these streets, baby.
Marcus Sims, anything you want to leave the people with before we get up out of here?
Hey, it's always great to hang out with you guys. And once again, Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks for the constant support. And I'm looking forward to all the dope content that we're dropping and to all the creatives out there. Man, holler at the folks at Maitland Conservatory about your podcast. Don't DM me on Facebook asking, do I know where I can do a podcast at? Stop that. Because that's why it takes me like 9 hours to respond to you, because I'm like, we only advertise it every 20 minutes where you can do a podcast, but you're asking me. Now, I know what you're doing. You want me to actually on the logo record your podcast, and then when I say something smart back to you, like, well, have you ever done a podcast before? No. Have you ever researched a podcast before? No. Have you ever been on a podcast before? No. Have you YouTubed a podcast before? No. Have you Wikipedia a podcast before? No. So do this.
Marcus!
Yes. I'm sorry.
We get it.
Oh, okay. So in other words, I love you. Contact Maitland Conservatory.
Speaking of which,
Woo!
When you learn a new skill, the expectation is that you will be able to use it right away, but more importantly, in the real world. At the Maitland Conservatory, we believe that modern arts education shouldn't be any different. Introducing our new career and technical education programming at Maitland. With CTE, you can now enroll in some of the most exciting career paths in the modern arts, with the extra confidence that you will be ready for the career of your choice. And if that wasn't enough, each of our CTE programs are certified by our panel of real-world industry professionals. So what are you waiting for? The education that you're looking for is only a click away. CTE is your new path to success. See you in class.
JQ missed her cameo.
I did not miss it. I've seen it.
You seen that cameo? Say
I had asked him to send it to me like 1,000 times, because you know me. I will have that on repeat promo there as possible. Shoot, that's what I want to put in for HLW. He won't send it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So make sure you holler at. I got you for sure. And shout out to Armani, again on the voiceover, one of my voiceover students. And he is, if you need any voiceovers, if you need any character voices, animation, education, entertainment, for your book or narration, or anything like that, anything you need a voice for, holler at me. We've got Armani on deck to deliver that, just as he delivered a lot of these voiceovers for the Maitland Conservatory and doing a fantastic, spectacular work with that. So Blue Melody Dinner Theater coming up. Make sure you guys are following the Blue Melody Mystery Dinner Theater on Facebook so you can find out the next show. I could tell you, invite you to the next couple shows, but they private shows, which means it's sold out, which means the company bought their tickets and they invite you. That's what I'm talking about. So if you want to invite the Blue Melody to your place of business, make sure you holler at thebluemelody.com. Bluemelody.com. And
all of that.
Of course, and a whole lot else that's going on. So make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Intune with T Mill. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we'll see you on the next episode. We out. Peace.